Shalom, I am Rabbi Michael Panitz of Temple Israel of Norfolk, Virginia. I'll be speaking with you at this time on the subject of Chanukah in America in 2021. Typically, in the grown-up world, not everything is black or white. And we're used to parsing shades of gray. But once in a while, something is so stunningly and blatantly wrong that we can only take a deep breath and prepare for a confrontation. Such an outrage took place this past week at the, quote, Reawaken America tour in San Antonio. Speaking at that political event, retired General Flynn, the National Security Advisor for a few weeks, half a decade ago, called for America to have, quote, one religion under God. He said that the words of the Pledge of Allegiance, quote, one nation under God, should have as a corollary that we need religious uniformity as the means of national unity. His exact words, if we are going to have one nation under God, which we must, we have to have one religion. One nation under God, one religion under God. We are now in the period of time leading up to Chanukah. What is the basic lesson of this Jewish holiday? Sometimes a lack of self-respect or a deficiency of the courage of our convictions or an excessive desire to fit in with the majority leads us to substitute a universal message for the one particularly apt for Chanukah. Light in the darkness is a feel-good message. Family togetherness is nice. The joy of giving is a truism. But Chanukah commemorates an actual rebellion, a literal fight for our existence in the face of a tyrant who wanted to kill us rather than suffer us to be different from others. The bottom line for Chanukah is that a minority sometimes has to fight for its freedom, to be different from the establishment. General Flynn may not know this bit of history, but his position is a close echo of that of the tyrant Antiochus IV, whose armies attempted to destroy Jewish religious liberty 2,200 years ago in the war that led to Chanukah. Listen to the description from the first book of Maccabees about the edict of Antiochus to produce one nation and one religion under his choice of gods. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1, an excerpt of verses 41 through 50. Then the king wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and that all should give up their particular customs. And the king sent letters by messengers to Jerusalem and the towns of Judah. He directed them to follow customs strange to the land, so that they would forget the law and change all of its ordinances. The king added, whoever does not obey the command of the king shall die. One of the king's particular forms of piety, and especially objectionable to his Jewish subjects, was a Roman-style choice of a sacrificial animal, the pig. Under Jewish law, all non-kosher animals are equally non-kosher. But we believe that the special abhorrence for the flesh of the pig on the part of the Jewish people is connected to the memory of the soldiers of Antiochus IV forcing Jews to consume swine offered in the state religious cult. That's what having one religion as a country leads to, from our perspective as a religious minority. General Flynn was pandering to the America is a Christian nation crowd. This is an old theme in American history, but it is wrong. It's not good Christianity, and it's not good Americanism. Good Christians should reject it because it contradicts conscience in favor of conformity. And the liberty of the Christian conscience is the bedrock of Christian life in America. Good Americans should reject it too, because the separation of church and state is the blessing that has spared our country from the murderous wars of religion that claimed millions of European lives at the time of our national founding. For Jews, it is all quite clear. Some perverse form of Christianity, corrupt though it may be, is the one religion that Flynn and his followers have in mind as being their hoped-for religion of America. The space to be a Jew in this country will grow ever smaller should that bad old idea get more traction this time around. I think it fitting that the most decisive rebuke to deliver to General Flynn should come from the words of another general, the distinguished Army commander, General Mark Hertling. He was the commander of U.S. Army Forces Europe and one of the leading armored warfare experts of the generation. He says, "This man is an embarrassment to the U.S. Army and an aberration to those of us who have proudly worn the cloth of our country." His words are disgusting. The America I cherish, and the America symbolized by the flag to which I pledge allegiance, is a country where Christmas is cherished by some, Chanukah by others, Diwali by others still, and where no religious holidays are obligatory. Our country allows the free exercise of religion or the abstention from such exercise. That is our pride and glory. To the Jewish people listening to my words, I bid you a happy Chanukah. You are entitled to be proud of your distinctiveness. And to the Americans listening to my words, I bid you a happy Thanksgiving. We are blessed by our freedoms, including the freedom to live in a country where there is not only one official religion. Happy holidays.